Far More Than We Think, Making Sense of Spirituality by Angelo. Chapter 46. Physician, Heal Thyself. Even with a healthier lifestyle, there will still be need for medical help from time to time. The question then arises as to whether to go down the route of modern medicine and man-made drugs, or instead to rely upon more natural, holistic remedies that originate from the principles of Ayurveda. Once again, I found that my attitude has completely changed, and I now strongly favour more traditional healing techniques. This is a personal opinion, and should obviously not be construed as medical advice, but it is interesting to follow the simple logic. As we've seen, our physical bodies and minds are ultimately comprised of vibrating energy at the subatomic level. In addition, the chakra energy system is ancient knowledge and supports healing practices such as acupuncture, acupressure, reflexology and Reiki, all of which are based on correcting and supplementing energy imbalances and blockages. Whether these treatments work because of the placebo effect or because of real physiological improvements arising from changes in the energy system is, for me, a moot point, because either way, healing takes place. The fact that they work is evidenced by an overwhelming number of successful cases and studies. We explored the appliance of science and saw how cellular activity is controlled by our perception of the external environment. We saw how love and fear could produce dramatically different physiological results, and this, I believe, explains how the placebo effect works. When we really believe something will cure us, the brain transmits the appropriate signals, and the miraculous human body heals itself. Any cure is simply the activation of a natural healing process, and hence the placebo effect is an effective cure. The combination of energy-based healing practices and the proven impact of positive, loving thoughts on cellular activity builds a strong case for the effectiveness of faith healing. It's too easy to dismiss miraculous recoveries as coincidence or far-fetched nonsense. When we add in the spiritual healing practices of ancient cultures from all over the world, the case becomes even more compelling. It's now my belief that an individual who truly believes in spiritual healing and who submits himself to an appropriate course of energy-based treatment is likely to experience a positive outcome. I'm not suggesting for one moment that such an approach should replace modern medicine, but I do think that those of us on a spiritual path now have access to alternatives that are certainly worth exploring. The whole matter of faith healing is, of course, a catch-22 type problem, because those who do not believe it has merit will not be able to benefit from the practices. They will be distrustful of those who claim that it works. The thing about faith healing is that we have to have faith. Those who have no faith in spirituality will probably go straight down to the doctor and get yet another man-made drug every time they feel unwell. This simply achieves more profit for the medical industry when a more cost-effective and lasting alternative solution may have been possible. We're unlikely to receive objective advice from government or from the medical world, given the vast sums of money involved and the hugely influential lobby of the pharmaceutical industry. Modern medicine is hugely beneficial in areas such as infant mortality and recovery from accidents, but the results are far more questionable when it comes to disease and long-term illness. Our stressful jobs and self-abusive lifestyles create an epidemic of illness and suffering, and all we are doing to address this problem is consume increasing quantities of expensive drugs. The contrast between the ego-driven world and the spiritual approach applies in all walks of life, including healthcare. The fear-based ego pumps stress hormones into our bodies, indulges in unhealthy habits and pastimes, eats and drinks irresponsibly, and relies on government and the medical industry for solutions. Spirituality operates on a positive basis of love, encourages self-care, pursues a healthy lifestyle, and relies on faith in spiritual principles to attract all that is needed to remain vibrant and happy. Many people sit in the middle when it comes to healthcare, with an ego-driven, stressful lifestyle combined with a healthy diet and exercise regime in order to compensate. This is an option, of course, but it sounds exhausting compared to the holistic spiritual approach. We have previously covered the importance of meditation as part of our spiritual practice, but it's also widely believed that meditation is good for our health. Regular deep breathing and relaxation helps restore the body to the state of homeostasis, whereby the various interactive systems of the body return to balance and allow the immune system to do an effective job. Moving meditation techniques such as Tai Chi and Qigong are said to be particularly effective. This then provides a further health benefit to the spiritual way of life because meditation medicates. My attitude toward healthcare has completely changed as a result of my newfound spiritual beliefs. Previously, I used to work hard, play hard, and rely on the doctor whenever I felt unwell. Today, I have a far more relaxed approach to life. I eat and drink healthily and meditate daily. If or when I do become ill, my first option will be to explore faith-based healing techniques, and my last resort will be to seek modern medical help in the unlikely event that traditional methods don't work. This may sound a bit risky, but it makes far more sense to me to do what is natural and what I believe in, rather than taking man-made drugs about which I know very little. I'm not a physician, but I believe the body can largely heal itself given the right environment. Spirituality provides a sustainable healthcare solution, but it will only work effectively if we adopt the whole package of spiritual principles and lifestyle choices.